What's going on, everybody? C4, welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode 9 of our Madden 22 Pink Slip Season 2 series with the Vancouver Grizzlies, our nice little created team here in Madden 22 on PC. And this is the biggest episode, and this is something that's going to always be a tagline for episodes as the series go on, because usually the victories are only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as we go along. But to this point in the Grizzlies series, this is our biggest upgrade, and it was all on the shoulders of you guys. Not this Week 12 game against the Falcons, unfortunately, because we play a game, sim a game, we got absolutely rocked in that matchup. But a game before that, I don't know, I can't explain it. Look at the losing, look at the, when we win, it's been close. Literally, the 49ers couldn't stop Chase Claypool. And this was like game of the season, game of the lifetime. But it was a big time victory. We spun the wheel. We got a plus 20 upgrade, and I laid out all the scenarios for you guys. And I said whatever comment gets the most ups, and with some reasoning to it to be like, this is why you should do this. I was gonna choose it, and really it came down to either getting a bunch of players from the 49ers, so our team's gonna kind of have a lot of 49er influence for probably the remainder of this season. We could get, a bunch of different Niners, be it at quarterback. We could look at Trey Lance. You got wide receiver options, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk. We had some other options on the defense, Eric Armstead. Or because we got a plus 20, we could just go for the big fish and try to land Nick Bosa. Superstar X Factor, and there's very legitimate claims that we're not going to be able to add a player of Nick Bosa's talent too often, especially because 5-star performances, spin the wheel, and landing on a plus 20 is very, very few and far between at best for this series, especially right now. So we had to get a look in the comments, and I found the best comment, the most upvoted comment, because this is a series for the people, by the people. The people is me, but I am a member of this Madden community, and I always want to do what you guys want to see. So here is the blockbuster deal that we will be doing with the San Francisco 49ers. So this comes in from Drunken Banana. Maximize the team. Send Lance and Streveler, pair Harry and Ayuk, and Onyemata and Armstead to get 3 studs for the cost of 19 of the 20 points. So here's what this trade is going to look like. And you know what? Again, there was no real bad option here. If you guys wanted this, I'm fine with this. If you guys wanted to keep Streveler, if you guys wanted to maybe go in the direction of just getting the biggest fish we could possibly reel in, the big shark, the great white shark, we could have got Bosa, I would have been fine with it. But I think when you look at the comments, if the pros of getting Bosa is, when are you ever going to have an opportunity to get Bosa early? Yeah, that is kind of valid, but we'll eventually get to a spot where hopefully we can acquire a Bosa. The positives of doing this deal is Streveler kind of sucks in the sim. Outside of like our team's performance beating the Bengals earlier in the year in the sim, for the most part, we've been very disappointing in the sim. And Streveler has had a lot of interceptions. And given that this is a series where half the games are simmed, it does seem like giving our team a better chance in the sim is what is going to benefit us most. So we're going to send Streveler. He's probably the only guy we really have a tie to, because he's, we've had some moments here early on. We got that 93 Deshaun Watson Monstars throw power rating. We got N'Keal Harry, who we brought in as a first-round bust from the New England Patriots, but he's a Canadian player, and we're a team in Canada, and he literally has been non-existent. It's been Claypool, it's been Josh Palmer, it's been Kelvin Benjamin, it's been Chuba, but nothing. We've got literally nothing from N'Keal Harry. And then we got Onyemata, who is not Canadian, but played at the University of Manitoba. And, he's been solid, but he's had the bad luck. Whatever, the inverse of a horseshoe went up his ass, because every single time we lose a game, we spin a wheel to see who gets a downgrade. It's fallen on him twice. So it's not been great. So we're going to flip Onyemata for Eric Armstead. That is plus 6. We're getting a player that is a year younger. I believe he's 28. Yeah, so we're getting a player that's a year younger, 6 overall points higher, same dev trade, and arguably a better scheme fit, as Onyemata is a defensive tackle for the Saints that we moved to a 3-4 end, because that's our scheme, versus Eric Armstead, who's a 3-4 end. So we changed the depressing, and we couldn't turn his career around in N'Keal Harry for Brandon Ayuk, a player that kind of entered this season with big hopes for the 49ers in real life. Deebo Samuel stole the show, but he came on hot near the end here, and now that the Niners are in the playoffs, beat the Dallas Cowboys, his role seems to be expanding, get a little bit more speed, complements what we have in Josh Palmer and Chase Claypool very nicely. So we're definitely getting a better player, very springy player, And then obviously we're bringing in Trey Lance, North Dakota State, freaking rookie, not looking great for the Niners for what it's worth. So, you know, a guy that realistically, you know, could look for a change of scenery. And he's, you know, condition-wise, he's used to live in North Dakota State. Living in Canada will not be that big of a transition for Trey Lance. And just like this, fellas, we have ourselves 2 studs and a franchise. We'll put an asterisk there. Who knows? But as it stands right now, a new franchise quarterback in Trey Lance. So let's get a look at the players in their new uniforms, see what that looks like. We got Eric Armstead here will be our starting left defensive end. We shuffled over Neville Gallimore. Those guys plan on being our players. He doesn't have a face scan, which is kind of surprising, but almost a scheme fit. Excited to use him on the defensive line. I think he's going to be a big-time player for us. At wide receiver, we have our new wide receiver, too. It'll be Claypool on one side, Palmer in the slot, and Brandon Ayuk. Look at that overall, 80 star. Got the scan, which is always helpful. We're going to be rocking number 7. You know, chance to rebrand himself here just a little bit. Oh my God, this guy's a great player. Should be also intriguing to use on gadget plays. High ball carrier vision. Maybe you learned a thing or two from Deebo Samuel. We can get some of those creative play calls into our offense. And of course, the belle of the ball, our brand new starting quarterback, number 5 from the University of North Dakota State. Look at that. Look at that. Face scan. Fire jerseys. Team captain. Very, very excited to get on the stick. See how Trey Lance plays and handles in Madden 22. Okay, so to figure out our opponents this week, we have the Rams and Titans on the slate. We've played the Titans. We're kind of familiar with their roster because that's how we have Caleb Farley at the cornerback spot, our best young promising corner. Just another quick look at the Titans that are here. In terms of upgrades, I mean, we have A.J. Brown. That's a very legitimate upgrade. We've talked about Kevin Byard in the secondary. That is an upgrade. But I almost just feel like, you know, they're a divisional rival. We're going to see and play them quite a bit. Even though the Rams are a little bit more difficult of an opponent, we know just from a base overall standpoint, the upgrades are also a lot better if we can find a way to shock the world, like we did against the last time we played an NFC West opponent. So looking at the Rams here, obviously we're not going to have any, you know, real chance at some of those top dogs. When we get down here a little bit, OBJ, Robert Woods, potentially. You can look at Cam Akers at running back. Darius Williams in the secondary. Joseph Day is a scheme fit. You know, another 3-4 scheme. Higbee, Darrell Henderson. They got Leonard Floyd, Greg Gaines, DJ Chark. He's injured right now. Van Jefferson, Gator bias. Would love to add him to the wide receiver room. Some upgrades on the offensive line. Corbett, Jordan Fuller, ETN. They got Taylor Rapp, Reuben Foster. Some pretty damn good players. Edwards here on the offensive line will also be a nice option. Burgess has the dev trade. Even just, you know, we're probably not going to be operating safeties. But I just look at this roster, especially when we get back to the, if we could squeak out a victory, we're talking about guys that are in this range. You know, the 60s and the mid-70s. There's some guys here that I personally like. Robert Rochelle, I've been on his hype train for a bit. He was my sleeper at Central Arkansas. You have Jake Funk. Let's go. Like, the memes write themselves by having Jake Funk in our freaking backfield. Ernest Jones, a linebacker. Terrell Lewis. Tutu Atwell. Bobby Brown. Like, all these guys under 25, 26 in that range with some upside. So I think push comes to shove. I don't think I'm going to opt to beat up on the Titans and have a chance at beating them twice this season. I think it's going to be time. Let's take on the Rams. It's a very big opponent, but with our brand new shiny tools on offense and defense, I think we might have a chance to shock the world yet again. So how do we stop the Rams? Well, we probably want to take away the pass here. So yes, I agree with that. Let's defend the deep pass and not let Stafford just completely dominate through the air. Defensively, avoiding Aaron Donald is very important. And I think I could side with the blitz counter because I think we just have to get the ball out very, very quickly. And that is the best way at doing that. Looking at our squad, I did implement a change here for our weekly strategy as it stands right now. We got some Gallimore. We probably should argue for sure Trey Lance needs to be getting the extra reps. So we have Reed, Lance, Holland, Phillips, Farley. I mean, I think Chuba Hubbard. It's tough between Hubbard and Brandon Ayuk and even Claypool. Those could all be legitimate options. Even going down here, Raekwon Davis, Gallimore wasn't a bad shot there as well in terms of like who needs that extra XP. Honestly, I think as it stands, though, I just want Chuba Hubbard to develop into like a franchise running back as fast as possible. And any and all extra XP that we can gain, I think that is our plan. So hopefully we can get through this one healthy, no injuries, full strength lineup is what we're going to need. And on the defensive side, we got in healthy. On the offensive side, oh, it's looking good. Oh, no. Oh, my God. We just got our Brett Jones, our center back. Our starting center, he's like a 66 overall, which is very good for offensive line. And he is unfortunately going to be missing this one. Great. It's not like, it's not like you need good offensive linemen to block the Rams. They got no one there. Ben St. Juice, one of our second, I think he's our second outside corner. Get an upgrade there. That is very nice. But you don't need offensive linemen blocking the Rams. They got no one on that front seven, right? No one good. They don't have like Von Miller, Aaron Donald, or anything crazy like that. All right, man. Let's go. We're picking on the Rams. 7-4. Very good. 86 overall. 14, 15. I'm not, my math sucks right now. 13, what we got? 60 to 80, 13, 20-point difference. That took way too long. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'll tell you right now. Lettuces are being consumed right this second. Right this second. Little man caught a case. Okay? So far, so good. We're day 3. Nothing on my end at all. Trying to keep it that way, but little man, unfortunately, caught a case. So I don't know how much longer I have to enjoy salads, because you probably shouldn't be messing with salads if you catch a case. So I'm trying to enjoy it right now. This is an impulse. I just wanted to record pink slips because obviously the anticipation of who we're going to add from the Niners. Just wanted to do it, baby. So hopefully that will help us win this game, because we'll have no fear. Because we'll have also a little bit of no recollection of what we're trying to do and how we know how to run this offense. It's going to be we're just going to have some fun. Cue up Freebird, sit back, and let's find a way to beat the Rams. Trey Lance debut, and obviously we got to start here with a run. They're all going to think we're going to try to bomb it. We go psych, we're going to run it behind our backup 52 overall center. That's what we're going to do. I think that will be interesting, is Trey Lance. Can he develop that rapport with Kelvin Benjamin? Just felt like, maybe something like Streveler and Benjamin. Like Streveler brought the best out of Benjamin. He's the guy that makes Kelvin Benjamin, who's a 65 overall, play legitimately like an 85 overall tight end. So it's good. We're going to have to see if that relationship develops. Also, wouldn't mind taking off with Lance just to see the athleticism on display. Gotta need to see it when Aaron Donald's running at you like that. Yeah, that's pretty much a throwaway. God, that's terrifying. All right, let's see what we got here. A lot of options. A lot of chances. I would have actually really liked when I held Y. I held Y right away, and for some reason he didn't throw. Because I think we had Claypool wide open. If you threw it early, and Lance didn't want to throw it. There's that lack of chemistry, that lack of cohesion. Would have got the ball up if it was Streveler, but for some reason, I guess I must have hit Y too early from the snap for it to register, and we got to punt the ball. Oh, that was a rushed pass, to say the least, from Matt Stafford. Defense holds tall. All right, an absolute gong from Johnny Hecker has us starting this on our 4-yard line. And there's, if that's hold, please don't say that's going to be a safety, because they're going to give him a safety. They're going to give, I've literally recorded 2 gameplays today. One with the Eagles, one with this one. Both have given safety. Oh, thank God it's on the 1. Okay, well, let's go back to the slants, because we got to be aggressive here. All right, back-to-back videos. It got that similarity. 2 safeties in 1 day. Has anyone ever beaten that? Will that be a record that stands for the stand of time? There we go. That's what happens. Neville Gallimore, baby. That's what happens. Stand up, Canada. Let's go. I don't even know where he's from. Probably Ontario or something. He might have made it on 3rd and 10, but no one makes it on 3rd and 15. We got Eric Armstead here. He's gonna make you're gonna feel his presence. Let's go. You can't put a linebacker on that monster. He's 6'7", 300 pounds, out of the University of Oregon. Gets the sack lunch. Look at that. Yes, sir. It's gonna be a long day, John Stafford. Punt the ball, baby. Will Trey Lance convert it, make it completion? Let's see. Man, it's indecisive. All right, Trey Lance, first pass for the Vancouver Grizzlies beyond 15 yards is an interception to Jalen Ramsey. Just a bad throw. No one was there. And again, a lack of chemistry. That's what happens, man. Just imagine. You switch a quarterback after 13 weeks and just, expect the other guy to step up right away. doesn't work that way. There's got to be some growing pains. We're going to have to endure those. Ayuk got some speed, got some hops to him. This is... What the fuck? Huge, you know. As much as we're not doing anything, they're not doing anything either. They're the much better offense. Damn. I think they're going to find out that they can run a lot of slants against us with great success. Good catch there by OBJ. Cooper Kupp, first catch of the game. 3rd and 6 for the Vancouver Grizzlies, looking to hold them to a field goal attempt. They go short of the sticks, and it is a great tackle by Javon Holland, known for his interceptions in this rookie season. But that was a sensational tackle for loss on Tyler Higbee. And we hold the Rams to a field goal attempt, which they convert, but a touchdown will give us the lead still. Oh, Chuba Hubbard over Jalen Ramsey. Let's go. 3rd and 11. Had one big pass. The rest has been nonsense. Love to see one of these guys. Ayuk and Claypool are not on Jalen Ramsey. Someone go deep. Someone win deep. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, come on. Hey, let's go. Justin Reed with the interception and a minute 30 to do anything on offense in the first half. Bust a little razzle-dazzle. Okay, we haven't hit a slants, but when coach calls it, we were on slants. 2nd and 9. Trey slants. Like, look, the name's right itself. And it's coverage. The two guys in the middle aren't open. We're getting baited by the safeties. And Greg Gaines able to get home for a sack. PA crossers. Clock's running. Would love to just, like, get even 3. I'd even take 3 points off the Justin Reed turnover. Like, you just not fast enough to run away from Von Miller, Aaron Donald on the outside, and our guys can't get open. God damn it, man. Just getting cooked. We could cover, if this team had like one of, you know, Cooper Kupp, Odell Beckham, and Van Jefferson. They just had one of those guys in Van Jefferson, maybe. But there's all, like, Cooper, Odell, one of them's open on every play. Or at least so much better than the guy trying to cover them that they'll catch it if you throw it to them. Oh, what? I think we don't even need to challenge that. I'm pretty sure his ass was on the ground when that happened. Let's just see. The game should correct its issue. It's incorrect play, and it is our return. Thank you very much. 3rd and 2. We need 12 more yards, get Von Miller out of this X factor, which would be nice. As well as just... Did we make a mistake on getting rid of our quarterback? This guy stinks. These guys stink. Almost an interception from Singleton. Just, why is that like, I don't know. That's one thing I don't like about my sliders. Too many non-interceptions going on the user's end here. 3rd and 7. Absolutely no pressure. Could have been another pick. And we hold them to a field goal attempt, which they convert. All right. Okay, try to complete a forward pass. Attempt number 12. 3rd and 7. Man. Ready to go to sleep. Drop pick number 2 for me, because of course. Fucking stupid, man. If they're gonna, like, everything goes their way because it's all Madden, like, just don't make it so my guys can't do anything. Fuck you, yes. Fuck you. Suck on that. Like, hey, like, he's not gonna be more open than that, Trey Lance. And you throw a Jalen Hurts worm burner pass. 3rd and 3. What do we got here? Can we go all Claire? Sure can. Here we go. We got a chance. We don't got a lot of a chance, but we got a little bit of a chance. Yeah, no. You know what? You know what the brilliant thing that the Rams did was they put Jalen Ramsey on our slot guy. They put Jalen Ramsey on Josh Palmer the whole game, so like Ramsey's constantly in the middle of the field. He's not on the outside. He's not on an island, and that's absolutely a difference maker right now. Well, let's just see if we can get any sense of fucking chemistry here at the team and connect on some plays here. Because at this point, we're looking at the receipt from this deal, and I'm wondering, like, can we give Trey Lance back? Because Trey Lance sucks. Yeah, it's been a lot of that. Oh, broke Von Miller's tackle. Here's Aaron Donald. I will say, every pass play that's getting recommended to us right now is a slants play. So that's kind of funny. Gonna try to stay in the pocket here. We have Zylstra, and fucking Trey Lance sails it. Zylstra had a chance. He was open. Strevler's making that throw. Confidence is absolutely shot here for Trey Lance. Underthrows a ball to Kelvin Benjamin. And that's how that one ends. Not impressed at all with Trey Lance. That was rough. Talk about a sobering experience. Couldn't get anything going. Trey Lance did not feel good playing with him. I think we were completely overmatched in every facet of the game, which definitely did not help our little debut here with Trey Lance. And that absolutely stinks. That was easily our worst game that we've had on the stick so far in this series, and it comes off the tails of our biggest additions on the series. So that, in terms of hype, kind of, kills a little bit off. Looking at our team for our performance, obviously not nearly good enough from Trey Lance. That was just brutal. Absolutely brutal. Couldn't run the ball. Sure, Kelvin Chuba Hubbard showed a little bit of the backfield, had the big 59-yard touchdown for Claypool, so we keep the streak alive with explosive plays. Everything else is horrific, like the sacks. I mean, hey, we're going up against Von Miller and Aaron Donald, and we have half our offensive lines below 65 overall. I don't know how many. We got 2 starters in the 50, 3 starters, I think, in the 50s. 12 tackles of Guoven. He had 2 TFLs, 2 sacks. Neville Gallimore, sack Raekwon, sack Eric Armstead. The pick from Justin Reed. A sensational day punting from Ty Long. 6 punts, 3 gongs. We'll take that. Just overall, though, terrible game. Before we go to the wheel of suck, which is what we probably should call, we do have 2 upgrades that can be had. 2 sacks for Neville Gallimore gets him an upgrade up to a 73 overall. And we got old Chuba Hubbard out the backfield. More of a receiver here today. You know what? Because he was a receiver, I'm going to spend the 1 point into receiving back. That's what he showed he could do a little bit there. Catch a traffic, catching, juke, and spin move. Now let's figure out who's getting a downgrade. All right, we got the wheel. Whenever we roll on this wheel, go to down 1 overall point. It makes it that much harder to upgrade upon. No real preference, would just suck if it's a new person. And we got right tackle, which, whatever, actually. You'll see what I mean. So here's our starting right tackle, Alaric Jackson, the rookie out of Iowa, and he's a 57 overall, and he's already playing like a 56. So at that point, we're not, no harm, no foul. That's a solid roll of the wheel there. Let's get him down to a 56. 3 hits on the awareness. And yes, this is a starter on our team. Let's get to the doubleheader. Media questions. I ain't answering shit. We're going to try to win a game here. That's all I'm focused on. Our weekly strategy needs to get set to stop Derrick Henry. Let's see what kind of boost we want. So right Tanner, let's just, you know what, oh, Henry's still hurt. All right, so we'll take away the deep pass. We got to think from a sim standpoint. How are the Titans, from a sim standpoint, going to attack us? They want to get pressure. They're going to want to bring Jeff Simmons. Sounds good. I like it. I'm going to go with what they thought. They're the coaches. I agree with their decision-making. It's Doug Pearson. He's won a Super Bowl. For our training, offensively, can we get through without an injury? Yes. Defensively, can we get through without an injury? Yes. And that is our first healthy week I think we've had all season. Does that mean good luck? Does that mean we're going to upset the Titans yet again? We have some upgrades here. One is for the worst debut I've ever seen, but maybe making him a 75 overall is the love he needs. The TLC he needs. Mid-accuracy, +2 short, +1 throw on the run. All nice boosts there for Trey Lance. And we'll also upgrade the GOAT, Kelvin Benjamin, up to a 66 overall. So he's already a god. And we just gave him +2 catching, +1 medium route run, +1 in the speed department. He's getting slim. He's getting the best shape of his life. I'll upgrade these guys in just a second. Doesn't really matter. Actually, Austin Jackson is a starter. So we'll pump him up here. 69 overall. Confidence is low, but that's fine. We'll establish running the rock here today against the Tennessee Titans. Get back to our winning ways. All right, let's go beat them. Divisional rival. We already beat them, so you know they're looking for a little bit of revenge. And they start the game by getting the opening score of the game. Field goal, but you know, it's pretty low scoring given the stake of things. 2 field goals, keeping it in it. 1 touchdown for us, for Trey Lance, who we got with the idea that would be a little bit better in the sim, and we're not seeing it at all. Still was sitting with 0 points. But there we go, first touchdown of the game. Better late than never, I guess, in the 4th quarter. All right, looks like, yet again, most likely a pathetic showing from Trey Lance. Quite possibly the most underwhelming debut we've ever had on the series. Considering he's most likely going in the thumbnails. We fall 26-7, 2-game losing streak. Trey Lance, okay, I mean, he didn't turn the ball over, I guess. 250, no touchdowns, no picks. Had a rushing touchdown. I'll take that back. Just was an average showing from Trey Lance. Couldn't run the ball. Claypool and Ayuk, nice game for Brandon Ayuk for a new player. Defensively, 11 tackles, a TFL, and a sack for Alex Singleton. That's it. We got 3 TFLs, Raekwon Davis, 2 from Eric Armstead. But handedly beat your Vancouver Grizzlies. Round 2, let's get the bad news out of the way. Round 2 of the Wheel of Suck. Today's episode. First was our right tackle. Now, it is Chuba. No, what did he do to deserve this? Our lovely Chuba Hubbard, who's on pace for 1,000 yards as a rookie out of Oklahoma State after a disappointing season, 2020 for Oklahoma State. He's unfortunately losing 3 awareness like everybody else and going down to this one's not as bad because I don't think awareness matters a whole lot for our running back, and also Chuba Hubbard is a player that I don't plan on moving on from anytime soon. So it's not like we're gonna get dinged in the upgrade department. It's just, you know, you'd much rather this happen to like an unnamed player with no face scan kind of deal. No headshot, no player portrait in game. Not one of your premier guys on offense. So that's the episode, man. 0-2. You hate to see it, but looking forward. I mean, we have 2 episodes left for the remainder of the regular season, and we have the Houston Texans, who are, you know, we're only at 71. Well, only. Man, we're 4 overall points away from being at risk and losing players. That being said, we're only 4 overall points behind Houston. That's a winnable game. Like, I just think, you know, we don't want to just always beat up on our divisional rivals because it's going to get stale, the available players that we can bring in. But at this point, just go win. Probably our best opportunity. Jets are also there, right? But probably our best chance at winning is going 2-0 against Houston, this time at home. But, yeah, that's the episode, man. Welcome our new players. Hopefully Trey Lance can have a better showing in part 2. Second, you know, the sophomore episode that he features in. He looks good. He looks clean. Gotta play clean, though. Like, usually you look good, you play good, and he's not playing very well. Ayuk, 88 yards in the sim. That second game there, nice. Like seeing that. Sims well. On the defensive side, Eric Armstead felt pretty good. Got a sack when I'm hopping on the sticks there with him. So those are 2 players we can continue to build around. Hopefully, we can get back to our winning ways. But that'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace